Okay, I notice you have this oriented face down, and I can tell by going view, default view, and that's the default view. So you somehow have the character facing down and backwards. So let's take all this stuff, let's group it. Let's delete history on everything. I'm just going to select all surfaces and do edit, delete by type, history, or you can delete all by type, history, and it'll do the same thing. And let's take this group and rotate it up 90 degrees this way. And where's the front? So that's, what the heck? Wait, did you change the front camera? Oh no, that's, I'm so confused about the orientation of this. Okay, so now I'm back to the default view here. View, default view here. Okay. I hope if I hold down E and left mouse click, I can get this discrete rotate, which just does 15 degrees at a time, which can be convenient. And I think we want to go 90 degrees that way. Let's go back to the front view. Nope. That's going to be that way, because now we're in the default. So view, default view for the front view. Okay, let's freeze transformation on this guy. Modify freeze transforms. That zeroes out those rotates we just did. Let's show the grid. Why don't we see the grid? Okay, and put that on the Control Alt to zoom in like this. Okay. Alright, so we got that back to normal position. And I think that you're going to want to do another pass at the head, but we'll go over that next time. But I think if you want to have proper facial features, this is not going to be the right construction for the head, but you'll see that in the next module. I would say this is looking okay. You're doing the four-finger hand, which is alright. I just think you could get a little more detail and a little more shape to all of this. You know, for example, maybe you want to pull out an elbow and push in the front a little bit. And I think the legs definitely need more. First of all, the feet are kind of angled outward, which is not a great way to start. It'd be better if they were, you know, straight. So I would take one, hold down W, left mouse click, symmetry, symmetry. Whoop, now I'll turn off discrete rotate, hold down E, left mouse click, turn off discrete rotate. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So get those straightened out, something like that. And then I think the feet need more detail as well. Like at least another edge loop here, probably more, probably a few, and then just shape them more. And then same with the ankle, and there's really no knee to speak of, so I would definitely be adding more loops in here. And it's a little weird you don't have an edge loop going down the center. I'm just holding Control and Shift, and then now we've got one going down the center, and then I guess that, oops, that's the knee, I guess, is it? Then we can push in the back. Maybe we can just double clicking here, shift right mouse click, slide edge, use middle mouse to drag and move that out. Just kind of spreading these out a little bit, middle mouse dragging with the slide edge tool. Maybe we can right mouse click vertex, maybe we can push these back a little bit. Or maybe these. Again, just trying to start to get a sense of the knee shape. Maybe push in some of these. So see, I'm starting to get a little bit more of a leg shape there, and you don't have to go, go overboard with it. But right now, they're just looking like cylinders with what you had. So, and I would say the same on the arm is additional detail, like at least another loop here. And you didn't do the twist thing on the arm, which isn't so great. That's in the lesson. I don't really want to redo it. You're going to need more edge loops on this to bend properly. And again, you can just kind of give it more shape, like everything's very cylindrical. But here, you're going to want more of an elbow shape, maybe pulling this out a bit more, maybe pushing that in, you know, getting a little bit of elbow, maybe a little bit of bicep, even just subtle, but just enough so that, again, it doesn't look just kind of like a cylinder. Whoops. Control Shift X. Is there an extra vert here? Oh, how'd that happen? Shift right mouse click delete vert. And then it deleted the whole thing. Control Shift. Let me just go back to 1. Control Shift X. Click here, here, put that back in. Hold down Control. And then edge, double click, R for scale. Again, it's subtle, right? It's not like I'm making him into a muscly guy or something, but it's enough to make it look like an arm, rather than just a cylinder. So work on these shapes. I think the legs especially, because they're looking kind of blocky and not leg-like. And yeah, and then as I said, you'll need to redo the head later.